All right, so I was gonna post this on my leatherworking channel, but because I made too many YouTube channels this year, YouTube won't let me make anymore. So I'm gonna just post this on my history channel because I'm not doing much with these pieces. I just thought I should record them, just because why not? So this is what I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna be showing you these. There's two of these. There's this Luger and then this Walter PO8, not PO8, Walter. It's whatever, right? I don't remember what it's called. So the only problem with these that we're gonna be fixing today is that they need to be oiled. They're very stiff. Can't fit the magazine inside the magazine pouch right here, and just so they last a little longer. Just oil them up. Nothing too crazy like my first video with leatherworking on my leatherworking channel. I'm gonna try to get that up today and post that as well. So basically all I need to do is oil this one and the other one, nothing else. So let's get started. Let's first talk about the actual holster. So this one's a Luger, P38 Luger. P38, I think P38 is a... Now thinking about it, I wonder if the holsters were switched around, because this one is dated 1942, has the emblem and it says something there, if you wanted to look that up or not. P308, the guns are currently in the safe, but this one is made in 1936. Don't know what that says. It's in German. It has a buckle on it. And this one's a lot stiffer, a lot harder to open. I don't know what that is. I'm curious about that. So I'm gonna start with what I think is the Luger, but I thought the Luger was P08, not P38. So I think we have the holster switched around. I'd have to see. So let me go get my sponge. Oh, it's still a little wet from the last video. That's fine, that's perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe down the surface we're using because it gets pretty dusty in here. Probably should have wiped it down before the video. Okay, let's put that here. Okay, let's get... So all we need to do is apply this 4-way care around it. So let's grab, yeah, let's just do what I did last time with the swab. And then here's the cup for the 4-way care. Okay, that should be plenty. Put that off camera and the swab. Okay. First I want to clean my sponge and just get it damp. And I'm just gonna get as much water off of it as possible. And then I'm just gonna try to clean up any dirt or dust on here. I don't know if it actually matters all too much, but I think it will be important. The most important thing about conditioning is getting these little tips, because they always curl up like that when they're old and tend to crack. So you need to also be careful with them too. That's like probably the most important thing, be careful with them. so I'm just being very gentle with this leather. Don't want to scratch it or anything. So now thinking about it, I don't know if I should use that swab or not and use a paintbrush instead. But I mean, I already have it in the 4-way care solution, so I'm gonna also move this a little bit, so. Okay, got the majority of the outside. I'm gonna be careful getting up under here and stuff, and then lift it up. Just get under here. A little bit in there too, why not? Just dab it around. Okay, I think that's enough. So now I'm just gonna get as much solution as possible on here and then scrape off a little bit of the excess. I don't want too much. And then I'm gonna start with this here and just go all the way down it and like massage that into there, get the back side. And massage the end until, well, not until anything really, just massage the entirety of the strap so it will work its way in there. Get under the strap and then go all the way around here. Probably need to wipe off more than what I had, because what I had was a lot. So probably do like half the holster, honestly. I'm just gonna wipe off the excess. And just apply a thin layer of it all the way around. Right here where these stitches are going to be very important, just because that's where it flexes the most. So got to get there. Okay, still have a lot of that on there. I'm surprised on how much actually, so I'm just gonna try to scrape off excess and move it down here. I think I might actually have to wipe off some of this with a dry rag just because of how much there actually was on there. I'm gonna make sure to get around the edges too of the little lid. Okay. You don't want a crazy amount on this because it's supposed to be hard and supposed to maintain its shape, so definitely start up here, not here. If you already did, and if you're doing this as a tutorial, I'm sorry. Go to somewhere else to get information. I'm just winging it. Well, not that much winging it, because I did restore a bayonet frog on my other channel. I know I say on my other channel, even though I haven't posted the video and I haven't made the channel yet, but I will, and it will be the first video on there, and I promise you that. So I'm gonna get around the edges here too. And this just makes sure the leather stays good for longer. This 4-way care helps a lot. Probably one of my favorite things I've ever used. A lot more than mink oil, actually, surprisingly. And I love mink oil, so. Okay, let's start going across here as well. Okay, now the back. I'm gonna move it closer to here so you could see it better. I'm gonna glob it, start from here, and just it's kind of like a massage for leather. You just gotta make sure it gets everywhere and covers the entire surface. Up here will be very important just because that's where it also flexes. just like up here. You want to get the edges of this here, and then this right here in this groove. And you want to do that. And I'm going to be very careful around these edges here with the stamps. And get the straps anywhere where it'll have normal wear and tear from just using. Definitely get those. That's probably one of the most important things, is getting where it will be used a lot, because just like on jeans, you know those rivets they have inside of them, that's basically what that's for, is to make sure all the parts that will get used and have the most stress on will be protected, and therefore makes a better jean. Yeah, these are really stiff back here, so just gotta kind of get under there and massage your brush or cotton swab under here. I don't know what these are actually called. I just call them cotton swabs because that's basically what they are, just enlarged versions. Oh, got a bunch of that under here. I'm gonna try to get into here where it goes. Yeah, there I go. And then get the edges. Basically right here is where I'm trying to get that. Oh wow, it's like reflective, it's shiny. Some people would be mad at me doing this, but the way I see it, the longer it lasts, the better. Just because if nobody took care of their crap, if nobody took care of these, none of them would be around today. So gotta keep care of a lot of this stuff. And also because it is basically a tool belt for a tool. So, I mean, it will get used, it will get a little beaten up, so you gotta take care of it. Even if it's secondhand and it hasn't been used since, you gotta take care of it and make sure it'll be around for the next generation. I'm gonna also try to get in here just as a 2-in-1. Get around the edges one more time and up here. Okay. Now I'm gonna go in with my fingers and kind of just gently, I'm not applying any pressure, and just wiping and kind of massaging the four-way care into the crevices and places where it would be harder to reach. So, okay, I'm gonna flip it back around and do the same thing up here if there's any wet spots still. Get up there. I'm actually gonna grab a little bit more and go dab right there and use my finger just to massage that around. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with this up here. Sorry if it's a little windy. But if you were interested in getting this four-way leather care, I believe my grandmother got it at Hobby Lobby. So they probably have it at like Michael's and other places and just supply stores. Or if you go to a leather supply store, you can probably ask for it. I'm also doing this tip again just because it's just because I do see the wrinkles on it and where it can possibly crack. So now into here, this is when I would honestly just take my fingertip and just gently go around it with like a small little amount, nothing crazy, just like that much. I mean, it's nothing, just go around inside of it very gently, and if you can drag more onto it, the better. I mean, that's a good thing, so gotta do that. Right here, And we're gonna go under here as well in a second, but mainly I'm gonna work on the inside of this. I can't really go far down, but I'll try to just get in there with my fingertips. But just around where these places are gonna get worn as well. It'll keep them good longer. I'm not gonna post 2 parts. It's just gonna be a very long video, but I'm doing the Luger first, and then I'm gonna do the other one that I have. So, and there's like these little spots here. Yeah, sorry for the wind. There's not much I could really do about that besides a voiceover. I'm not trying to do that though. So right now, I'm just gonna keep doing this until I am happy with it and every surface is covered. Or you could just come in here and do this and this here, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do as much as the inside as possible, especially where this magazine well is. I'm gonna get in there with the cotton swab. It's definitely a lot harder right here with the stuff, so I'm just gonna try to coat all of this in a thin layer and trying to get into those hard to reach places. There are some spots I missed, which I will get right now with one finger. Just go across. There's a spot down here as well. Okay. That is now nicely oiled all the way inside. And then this spot here, you could actually see where I didn't oil it. So we'll oil that in a second. But first I'm gonna do this, and then I'll grab the cotton swab again. I don't think that the 4-way carrier I'm using is actually gonna be enough. So I might have to add more into the thing, because I used like half of it already just doing the inside of this. The bayonet frog did not use this much. I am also trying to learn different techniques and different ways to restore and take care of leather. It's always good to know. Okay, and now that this is lifted up, I'm gonna go down here underneath it and do that as well. And now go inside of it. All the way down to here, and then massage the top of it. See if that needs some more. And add some here, and just a lot of these like pools that build up from doing other things, just move them around, get inside these crevices, and then you'll leave it to dry. But I'm gonna do this with the cotton swab now, and just go around the edges of this, hit the magazine pouch one more time with this, and around the top. Definitely get the top and the edges here. Hit the edges, just keep doing the edges. Now go around all of this, where you could kind of see that line where it was. I just covered it up sadly, but I'm even gonna hit this too, just so it has the same kind of shine to it, kind of. Oh, I didn't get that on camera. I'm just going around here. I'm gonna hit inside the magazine well now. Just grab a little more oil, or whatever you want to call it. Also, conditioning them brings back some of the original color, is what I've noticed, so it's pretty good. As far as I can with this and just keep going down. Okay, so I'm gonna hit this one more time and then go in with the oil. This is not gonna be easy to see it at all, but I'm just gonna hit the top, the bottom, and the sides with this oil and just scrape off some of the old stuff up here and just spread it around. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do, spread it and then come back inside and just as far as I could get down with this thing. I know I won't be able to hit everything, but if I could just get a little bit of it. And then a little bit more I'm gonna do on this side. I am running off of daylight, so this is not probably the most ideal time to be doing it. I do need to, okay, I think I got the inside and the walls pretty good, hopefully. Okay. I'm just gonna come up here and oil this stuff one more time with the swab. I already did most of the massaging, so this is basically just a backup layer. And then the stuff in here as well, just gotta scrub it out. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna do this in 2 parts. So this is part 1. The other one's gonna have the light on, and I'm just gonna do it in 2 separate parts, so you get 2 separate videos to watch. But basically, so any of the excess like wet stuff, try to go in there with your hands and massage it as well. A lot of this wet stuff, your hands will absorb some of it. So, and like basically make it so it's drier, and you want it to dry evenly. And if you have any extra, I'll just go on top of here and just wherever you need it. Go around the metal, go inside, and then, yeah, I'd say let that dry. And just to compare the two, that's what it looks like now. And this is basically what it looked like before. You can see the difference on it. So I'm gonna put this in the bag, stop the video, and go plug in the lights and start this one. So I'll see you in the next video.